morning. Welcome to Apprentice of Silence and welcome to your daily morning reading. First, I'm gonna start with, per usual, setting the intention of a really powerful container, a really powerful sphere. I'm so proud of it. So let's just take a moment. Good morning. Any messages for today's spirit? I heard that you are being asked to let go of a situation, more so a romantic connection. So this is, I don't know for how many this is going to apply, but someone here, we're talking about declining a romantic offer. Anything else for today's spirit? So you have two scenarios where one of them looks as if it's like not balanced, like if it's not going to work out for you, and what's hidden from you is the justice in it. Like what's hidden in the scenario that feels like it's not going to work out because it's unbalanced, and it's just like it's the one scenario that you're like negative towards. That's really the positive scenario. And then the other scenario, which seems like it shines, like shining sun and rainbows and butterflies, that's really like the betrayal energy behind. They're telling me a story about a facade. This is amazing. They're telling me a story about a facade that it's important for you to uphold, according to you. According to you, it's important to carry all these. Imagine you're carrying all these wands like a screen of protection against the world. And this is like a facade, and this is a burden. Like you're carrying it as a burden, but you're so committed to carrying it because it serves you as a shield. But all these wands that you're carrying, it's the inability to move forward, so you're staying stuck. It's the unwillingness to recognize your current life situation that is not ideal. Like the relationships in your life, perhaps family life, it's not real. Whatever you're buying into. It's the unallowance to see that you are the one holding yourself back. You're the one putting the shackles on yourself. It's the unwillingness to trust in a higher force, is what they just told me. And we can debate that. Like, let me get some coffee. It's a heavy morning today. can debate in like trusting a higher force. Does it exist? Does it not exist? It doesn't matter. The truth here of objective truth doesn't matter. What they're asking you to look at is the pattern of like you're really rejecting a higher truth. So why are you at a tarot reader? No, I'm kidding. And you're rejecting. There is this internal like they're giving me all these words: wealth, abundance, power, sustainability, influence, justice, accommodation. Like these are what they want to associate the Empress with. And it's within you, all of these qualities, and yet you choose to reject them, and your pattern of rejecting them is a part of the shield that you're upholding. The lack of freedom is an identity that you have taken on as a shield too. And the inability to be done with things and leave certain things behind. Also a personification that you have assumed in order to serve you as a shield. God, everyone else who is watching, think about how does this relate to you? What? Because it's a personal message for some, but for the rest of us, it's about thinking. Why do we choose to identify with certain things? Personification is what they told me. So it's like, I wonder what you could achieve if you could potentially ask the question, ask yourself like, okay, but if I am not my body, if I'm not what's within my body, if I'm not what's within my mind, if I'm not the genetics I've chosen, or, born with, whatever you believe in, if I'm not the genetics, if I'm not the cultural upbringing, because now we know it's just patterns, right? What then? I was thinking of all weird things I think about. I was thinking about pregnancy and childbirth yesterday. And then somehow I was thinking about, well, then the child is like growing within the womb, and it's the woman growing the child. And I was like, would that be me growing the child? Because I communicated with a child of some sort, just playing out scenarios, and the idea was like, well, it's funny, it's a child here, it's a little son and a little child, and it's Leo season. Aww. I remember telling the child, or telling the circumstance, it's talking about like that I said I'm just a container for this child's growth. And then I was like, the body is. Like, the body is, am I? I am identified with the body, but like, me personally, I have been so disconnected from my body, so I'm not really identified with the body. But at the same time I am, because I call it my legs, my skin, my hands, my this, my that, my issues with my skin, my issues with my whatever. Body, my body, issues with my body. So I'm identifying. what if I'm not? What if by doing that I completely discredit and dishonor the tool that is given? What if by assuming that it's mine I completely neglect the needs, personal needs that the body has? Because I was also thinking about like feeding, when feeding the child and what you eat as a pregnant woman and so on. And then somehow I was thinking about what do I eat? And it's more about a identification with the foods that I eat than it is about filling the need of the body. Like, I'm not talking the physical need of body to function. I'm talking about what if the body itself has a consciousness that you can channel, and it has needs of its own at this specific point in time, with the sun and the moon and the stars aligned in one specific way, and the body's like, I want mango. I need mango, fulfill my need. And then due to probably patterns that we have accumulated, we give the body reasons for why we can't meet that need. I don't have mango because I live in Sweden or wherever, We don't grow mangoes. I went out and bought mango yesterday. Chill. And like all the things aligned so that I was able to. I was blessed. I was given the opportunity to go out yesterday and buy the mango. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hashtag gratitude. Gratitude. I'm so grateful. No, the mango wasn't bad. It was awesome. I forgot to enjoy it occasionally, but it was still amazing. So I'm getting the message that today we can choose to look at some of those identifications, and hopefully just by listening to this message you get a little bit more into like your mind already takes you where you're meant to go. It doesn't really matter what I say or don't say. It's like you're already doing the work for you. So it's not even about the messages in these readings, because the whole vibe just inspires you to just ask your own questions, and you begin thinking, and hopefully it's the first thing you do in the morning. But whenever these messages find you, that's when they were meant to find you. I kind of hate and I kind of love when people say that or write that somewhere. It's like this will find you when it's meant to find you. If it's like a clickbait, you are meant to read this. It's like, I was meant to read everything that I read. That's why I read it. But I remember in probably 2000, end of 2017, when I was Googling random things, I didn't even know what I was looking for. I just had the intention of God, I need to figure. Oh, I look so tired. Am I tired? Am I tired? Who am I? Is I tired? No, I is not tired, but the face looks tired. Okay, sorry. I was looking for things with just the intention of this feeling, whatever this is, I need more information on it. Please provide me with more information. And then I went to Google, and it worked every single time. So yeah, and a lot of those articles said oh, you were meant to find this message. And that's when I was in the beginning phases of my phases, and I was like, this is amazing. I was meant to find this. Everything is aligned. Yeah, I kind of love and hate that. There is an an entity that would like to make its presence known. The Angel of Vertice. It's like spring and growth, and let me read the booklet. I can also show you. Oh, the scene in Harry Potter with God, what movie is that in? I have no idea what scene I'm thinking about. It could be The Prisoner of Azkaban. It could also be The Half-Blood Prince. Or it could just be a vibe that's with me. But you know when they do the zoom out scenes and they just show you the winter scenario and it's like winter break and it's beautiful and you get like, oh, it's already halfway there. School year. So we're almost done. And only then everything starts happening. But still, the feeling. I wonder if we're at a halfway point and just now everything will start happening. But like we're so caught up in appreciating and enjoying the beauty of the now. Mm-hmm. The wind moves through the grass in waves, carrying with it the seeds of growth. It flows across the landscape and burrows into the cool soil. Burrows. Beneath the fallow earth. I don't know what fallow means. Fallow earth. Seeds vibrate and burst, changing the loam. I don't know what loam means either. The transmuted life already craving the open air and the ecstasy of sunlight. I don't know what ecstasy means. Yeah, I do. In the good way. Like, why do you do this to yourself, Catherine? Bullshit. It is nature and natural for plant life to seek the sky and the blessings of the sun. With this simple act, no, prayer, the dominion of Suchlaf, the dominion of Suchlaf expands. With open hands, Suchlaf denies decay and defies entropy. Entropy, I don't know what that means. All is verdant where Suchlaf wanders. Let your roots take hold and allow the gaze of Suchlaf to fall on you. It is the season for blossoming. Signs: a branch, a flower, a seed. Good God, what words don't I know? I don't know burrows. Well, I mean, it's something that gets buried in the soil. But burrows, changing the loam. Loam, is that like the landscape? Loam. Follow. Beneath the follow earth. What's follow? I have no idea what follow means. I'll have to ask Alexa later. No, I will take an encyclopedia. I'll Google it. use your opportunities to learn. Like, don't push it away for like, oh, tomorrow, or meh, I don't need it. Who knows? You don't know. I don't know. Who knows? You know? Follow it. Because it's like a new life that's being created. So, the message for today that I'm delivering, and then you deliver your own messages to yourself, but it's what I've been channeling. It's partly the personal message for some regarding leaving a romantic situation, part about like personification and identification. You get to question it, being like, okay, but really, who am I? This is the question we're always going to ask ourselves, but even more today, perhaps. And the message of verdancy, and learning new words. Because stupidity is boring. What? That's what I heard, because stupidity is boring. I don't know, is stupidity boring? Sometimes people are like, there's freedom in stupidity because you're oblivious. And it's the wise man that suffers. Oh, that's why I'm suffering. Verdancy. Yeah, and the message of new life, like something new is being created, so it's of utmost benefit to look at what have you created up until this point, like what have you identified with, and what's really here physically that you probably benefit from identifying with forevermore in this lifetime. You know, like, this is a vessel. How do you want to use it? Like, what's the real benefit of it? What could you do more with it? What have you identified with, even though it probably has its own consciousness with needs? And what if you could incorporate that consciousness in your soul stream? And for that, you need to have the ability to disidentify for a moment, to incorporate even more. And by doing that, by bringing it in, even more of that desire, it feels more like it's going to give so much more to you. It's not a burden to go out and buy that mango. It doesn't feel like a burden. It feels like a meant to. It feels like oh, I'm learning more about who I am because I'm not identified high, but still it feels so good, and I'm so excited about eating this mango. I had mango for dinner yesterday, amongst with like other stuff that I don't want to mention. Cookies and cheese and things my body probably didn't feel good of eating at all. No, the cheese was actually like a really good one. So yeah, it's like with coffee. Coffee isn't really good for a body, and cheese isn't really good for a body either. But there are certain things, like certain coffees and certain experience, that I vibe with, and this coffee and that cheese is definitely one of those. Technically, I don't know how good that specific mango was either for the body, but you have to trust the process. So yeah. I think I'm done now. I'm sending you the best vibes for today. Yes. The bubble is amazing. I love the bubble. It's a sphere of personal power and just, oh, it's so good. It's dark and it's powerful, and I love it. And you have like an access point to it. So just, ask to be connected, and I'm here for you. It's so good. I'm hyping it up so much, but that's because it's amazing. try it out. Try to get connected to the bubble, and it still works on you, but you know. Okay. I feel like we have risen. We have improved our frequency, vibration. The vibe is definitely better now. Enjoy. If you don't know what to do today, get into the state of I'm enjoying. Like, I am enjoying this. And that is like soothing. And from that, a little bit more softer action. But I am enjoying this. That like eases the brain fog so that you can come into and make a choice. It's like it brings in more choices that you have in the current now. Thoughts to think and so forth and so on. So it's like it soothes a little bit at the nervous system so that you can like see what's available to you. I am enjoying this. I am enjoying this. So okay, let's try this. Give me a moment. If you'd like to share the vibe and book a reading, book a session with me, the link is down below to my website, and you can read all about the things that I do, that I'm able to help you with on your healing path, and you know, the channelings that I do. It's just a benefit to like see a pattern that you're in, and we can brainstorm ideas, and you can share my vibe, and I can hype you up. You don't have to do anything, I'll do it. Or, you know, if the opposite is needed, if it's going down the dark hole and squishing together into like suffocating pain, oh, I'm a master at that. So I got you. And if it's about killing people, I could probably arrange that too. No. We're all one. Come on. Yeah. So if you like that, or if you'd like to make a donation, the link is in the bio. There's no bio on YouTube. Well, in the description. You know where to find. I don't have to tell you this. I love you, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow, and if you feel like vibing tomorrow too, then, you know, welcome. And if you're new, I have a couple other videos for you to watch, so whatever you're drawn to. I love you. Take care. Have a good day.